Stain in my membrane, got on my pimp game, fuck the world, my defense came. Then the Haven introduced me to the gangs, the Haven introduced me to the gangs, and the Haven introduced me to the gangs. Spanish Jose introduced me to Kane. I'm a hustler now. What down, what down, what down, what down.
Yo, check this out, man. My name is D. Haven, aka Headache Gill from Marcy, BK, Brooklyn. What up? I'm here to expose this nigga Jay for who he really is and what type of nigga he is. But at the same time, I'm gonna let y'all know who responsible, how I'm responsible for that whole Rockefeller empire. I'm gonna let y'all know about most of the shit he talking about on the record and who he talking about on record and all that other shit. You know, all them subliminal messages and shit like that. I'm gonna let you know how foul how Dame is. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna let you know the whole breakdown on that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know how his family, you know what I'm saying, how they totally how disrespectful their family is. You know what I'm saying? How down from the mother on down and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to I'm just gonna let y'all know how bad they fucked the game up and how blind they got y'all and shit, talking all this shit, how real they is and what they doing for niggas. I'm gonna let y'all know how they got niggas fucked up in jail and how niggas is around the way walking. All the niggas, most of the niggas that pioneered that game. I'm gonna let you know who was getting that bread. I'm gonna let you know the relationship about how me and Dame, matter of fact, man, I got you coming, man. You know what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know so much shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just air it out on y'all, you know what I mean? Let you know how personal it is with this cat, man. About the time when I got shot and how we been spending money since '88 and all that. Let y'all know all that shit.
Hospital days, reflecting when my man laid up on the uptown high block. He got his side sprayed up. I saw his life slipping, flipping, 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 flipping.
Like I was saying, I'm gonna let y'all niggas know how when we was living in Trenton, who was getting money and how we was getting money in Trenton. Let y'all know everything about Maryland, how we start getting money in Maryland. Let you know about my peeps, Emery. I got you, Emery. I'm gonna show you how you hold shit down. I'm gonna let you know about how that shit went down. I'm gonna let you know how foul Dame is and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know how foul all them niggas is. Ty is right, Jay so-called right here, man. Oh, fuck him. Ty been biting bulls for a minute. I ain't gonna let none of this shit ride. When y'all hear this one, y'all gonna look at this nigga in a whole different way. All this time y'all been talking about y'all respect this nigga, man. Fuck this nigga, man. Let y'all know why the streets is fucked up and why I had to do this and shit. People be like, yo, is this about some money and shit or cause you fucked up? Yeah, it got something to do with that. But it's a principle to the game that you ain't paying what you owe to the niggas that put you on there. So we ain't going. We gonna go into all that shit, and then we take it from there. Whatever happens after that, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But the book, when they realize, when they read and see how foul your mama is, how foul your sisters is, and all that shit, that's what's the shit they gonna really be. They gonna realize why you all fucked up person. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know let you know how you was sleeping in my mom's crib and shit. How my moms used to come get you and shit from fucking when you get locked up. Shit your own moms don't know. You know what I'm saying, nigga? How she was taking us to the clinic when we was burning and shit, when we was fucking the same bitch. Your moms know that? So now your moms don't even know our relationship, son. This shit get ready to go way deeper than you ever gonna imagine, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got y'all, I'm back now, you know what I'm saying? I'm back now, I'm going back to NY, I'm staying in Brooklyn and let them know everything and shit, and let them know, yo, Brooklyn fell off, the whole city, that's why the city fell off, cause it got niggas like him in the game that did all this bullshit and corrupted the game and had to bring it to this. That I'm on camera, and I ain't even that type of nigga to be on camera doing this type of shit. Niggas that know me know who the fuck I am and how I get bread. But it's a different time now, and this is what they changed this shit into, man. For real, I ain't feeling the love from none of you motherfuckers none of y'all niggas would've got no money. This shit was all me. All that shit revolved around me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wouldn't be no Rockefeller empire if it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to expose all y'all bitch ass niggas. I got y'all.
They want collateral when you sitting in the cell. Take these bars and bail your man out of jail. The eye in the sky, the ears on the wire. Conspiracy, it's on fire. I got the keys to your cell.
So this is hiphopgossipsite.com, and we're in the building with DeHaven. And for those who are not aware who DeHaven is, can you just explain to them who you are?
DeHaven, aka Headache, aka Hill from Marcy. Everybody hear it. Fuck DeHaven for caving. DeHaven taught me the game. Everybody know it through Jay-Z's lyrics. You know, that's who I am. The YouTube, over 3 million hits. Story of the year, New York Mag, you know, that's stuff that y'all didn't hear. I'm back again. I told you what's up. When these cameras pop off, I'll be ready and have a whole new format and plan. So here I am right now, DeHaven.
Okay, now for people who are not aware and who haven't seen your YouTube clips, what was your relationship like with Jay-Z? Who were you to him?
Well, basically, I was his right-hand man, you know what I mean? Beyond that, we was brothers. As you'll see, I'm going to put out a documentary. It's going to actually lay out everything so you'll understand why the YouTube was even put together. Yeah, you know, we grew up public school, this, that, you know, it's beyond just friendship and everything. It goes a little bit deeper than that. So that's what this is about. It started off really negative behind, you know, him really a lot of disrespect in the game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he disrespected me for a while, and you know, I just chose to come out and say something now.
Do you want to get into why you guys had a falling out? Can you be specific?
The specific reason why we had a falling out?
Right.
Well, that's the $10 million question. Like why? What happened? You know, I get asked that a lot every day, and the bottom line is that's what I'm trying to find out. Like, what happened? You know, why why this disrespect? Like, to me, why I say disrespect is like for him not to even give me time, even to act like he didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? For all that I sacrificed, all that my people sacrificed, you know, all that my family sacrificed. You know, I never knew that it'd get to this. You know what I'm saying? All behind a conversation that he could have just sat down and had with me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he forced my hand. And you know what I'm saying? And he forced my hand to come to this, you know? So
okay.
That's where I'm at.
Now, you said there was a lot of disrespect, and Jay-Z had a few songs mentioning your names. The first one, No Hook, where Jay-Z kind of calls you a snitch. And I think his words were, fuck DeHaven for caving, made men don't make statements. Or I believe that was American Gangster. What is he talking about?
So, man, I don't have a clue. But,
okay, but he is talking about you though.
Yeah, he said my name.
Okay, I just want to clarify that.
The fact of the matter is, to even label me with some statements or some snitching statements, I think that's about the utmost disrespect.
It is, especially streetwise.
Streetwise.
Yes.
You know, I can make it get ugly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It can get crump behind that. But at the end of the day, it ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? I would be, you know, I'm mad.
Okay.
I figured if you man enough to make a statement like that, my whole point is, so tell me what you're talking about.
Okay.
Produce what you're saying. Because that's the problem with that word snitch today. You know what I'm saying? You use that word like it's just any ordinary word. My thing is, man, back that up.
They need to.
You know, back that up. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm saying. Like, why would you say something like that? You know, to that magnitude, to get me hurt, just behind really your image, to save your image, and, you know, your credibility. You know, I'm not stressing that because I thought the fact that, he said that without thinking, just like I did to YouTube.
Now, are you surprised he said those things about you? Or are you not surprised?
Well, when I think about it, that was the reply to the YouTube. I just finished cussing out his family. I cussed out his mom, and I can understand that kind of anger, like you just gonna come out and say that.
But why would you feel the need, so to speak, you said that you disrespected his family. Why would you feel the need to do that? Just for people could, just so people can understand.
That because, my whole thing is, like, where your mom in this situation? So this is an ugly, ugly situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, she could have said something. She should have spoke to him and said, yo, this need to be cleared up.
Right.
From my understanding, she did that with Nas. Heard me correct.
That was going to be a question down the line.
Yeah, she did that with Nas. And, she know our relationship. And it was a lot that she don't know that my family did for him. So, end of the day, I felt like she was responsible. She holds a little responsibility in that because my mom took care of her kids, too.
Now let me ask you a question. When Jay-Z called you a snitch, at any point in time, did it fuck up your street credibility? Did people start to question you like in the street? Because people don't know we in Brooklyn, we're Marcy Projects. Did it fuck you up any type of way in the street? Nah. Not at all?
Nah, because I just came home.
Okay.
I just came home from the system, you know what I'm saying? And
say that again?
Marcy Day.
Okay.
It's Marcy Day. It never affected my credibility because I've been in the system for a minute, in and out, all my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but paperwork. If they would have had something pertaining to me snitching, come on, man, that would have been came out.
Okay. Now, you stated you were locked up at one point behind Jay-Z. Is that true? I don't know where I heard that from.
I put it like this. I wasn't locked up behind him at all.
Okay.
The fact of the matter, I got indicted on a federal trial. And the state's attorney, in my paperwork, it said that I brought down a gang of New York guys to the state of Maryland. And in the result, I was the only one on stand, on trial.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to figure out where was the gang at if I was the only one on trial. So, that was all about me.
Okay. Now, did you try to reach out to Jay when you were locked up at any point to maybe help your situation out as far as financially?
Nah, I haven't tried to reach out to him, for the simple fact because of the last conversation we had. The last conversation we had, we shook hands. I was in a little bit a situation with this federal trial.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the last conversation we had, he looked me dead in my face, you know what I'm saying, and told me, yo, don't even worry about it, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You need some help, I got you. I ain't seen him yet.
Okay.
And mind you, I went to federal trial with a court-appointed attorney.
Okay.
I ain't seen him yet.
Now, that was your last conversation?
That was the last conversation, and that was in '98.
That was in '98. So what made you want to start putting out the YouTube clips?
Well, that was the only way to get in contact with him. That was the only way to reach out.
That was the only way to grab his attention,
that
is what you're saying?
That was the only way to grab his attention.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I came home, I spoke to his sister, you know what I'm saying, that I thought that was going to connect me to him. I thought it was going to be all love. You know what I'm saying? When it didn't turn out that way, and he didn't even bother to call me after I explained to his sister, like, yo, I was trying to holler at your brother and see what's what. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't get a phone call, like, I just felt like Cat Daddy was like, man, like he said, fuck the haven.
Now let me ask you this, because, I do some research and I do ask other people about things that I'm about to do. And a lot of people feel that, in a way, as far as the YouTube clips, sort of like you're dry snitching on Jay-Z. How do you feel about those comments, and how would you respond to that statement?
I'm trying to figure out what can I dry snitch on him about. Listen, from Reasonable Doubt, we can go all the way to American Gangster. It's been about me. You know what I'm saying? When you look at this documentary, Like at the end of the day, like I said, man, you'll see that I had a right. I had a right to be angry. I had a right to show my emotions behind some of the disrespect that he has been doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just me, but I'm going to show you, like, over a course of years, how many, like, what songs he been directly talking about me.
So when you say that, are you saying that when Jay-Z speaks about selling drugs and you're saying he's talking about you?
Yeah.
He's talking about your life. So he's saying your story in first person, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's easy. I mean, he says it. When it sums it up with the Haven taught me the game. Like, what more would I need to tell you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not really on camera to tell you what I did, because he already did that.
Okay.
If you listen to the music, he already told you what was going on and what I did.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really here to just tell my story. You know,
At any point, was Jay-Z in the street hustling, or was it just you and he was just watching?
I say it was more watching than doing going on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, yo, for real, I don't mind it, but at the end of the day, keep it real. Don't tell me, you know, if 1-4 we'll be each other's crutches. Don't tell me stuff, don't say stuff like that if it ain't official. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me, you know, my man got his side sprayed up on the Uptown block if it didn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's about sacrifices, man. It's mad people down here in Marcy that sacrifice shit. It's mad people that's locked up that sacrifice shit. It's people gone that ain't gonna never come back that sacrifice their lives for that success. And for a nigga not to even come and show love or no respect, come on, man. Talking about you don't hang out in the projects all day and all that. It ain't about that. Everybody that live here is here now.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out here.
It's about love. But I ain't stressing that. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, this project ain't about exposing him, because I got bigger stuff that I need to show. I got bigger stuff to worry about.
Now let me just ask you, what do you think made Jay-Z fall back from continuing on his relationship with you as a friend? What do you think it was? Do you think people in his ear? Anything like that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, that's what I reached out for. See what was up. You know what I mean? I don't know where, you know, I don't know. I know where it started, where he started acting funny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know when I saw, of course, a different side of him. But at the end of the day, I don't know what he thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he thinking from all the way back. Like, if you listen to American Gangster, you know what I'm saying? It's like 6-7 songs directed to me. It's more beyond fuck the haters. You know what I'm saying? He says, you know, stuff about my private life.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this can get ugly. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really trying to take it there, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Kids is watching. And that's not what I'm trying to advocate. I'm not trying to be violent and all that, but I'm trying to be on some man shit. And I just look at it like, you know, real men do real things, you know? I just lost my sister, and this is like some of the shit that really irked me. This is my second sister I just lost. And dude don't show up at all. And there's certain things as men, you put to the side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't even have the fact, the honor, and the dignity to even show that kind of love. So it's like, really, fuck me. So you forcing my hand. You force my family hand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in it to be fighting you and all this other shit, man. I was looking for an explanation, a reason.
Now, a lot of people are saying that now that Jay-Z's on top, his man just want to come out because Jay-Z left him behind. What do you feel about that?
Man, he ain't leave me behind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that industry ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I had a choice to be around it, but that just wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he left me out. I always had his phone number when he was on camera.
Okay.
Y'all gotta understand that half of the jury was mine. The cars was mine. You know what I'm saying? So if I wanted to be in it, I'd be in it. That just wasn't my thing.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm not doing this for fame.
Are you doing it for money reasons at all? People want to know.
End of the day, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be compensated behind my story. Because people are interested in my story. And if it's because Jay has a part in my life in this story, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it for, you know, I will be compensated. You know what I'm saying? If I was doing it for money, straight up and down, when I first did the YouTube, I would have did that. I would have had the product right there ready. I would have had the DVD ready. So it wasn't about no money.
Now, my next question to you is the falling out with Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Being that Jay-Z kind of stopped the friendship, the relationship with you, and he fell out with Dame Dash, are you surprised about that happening with their relationship, business-wise?
Nah, I'm not surprised at all. You know, I'm not surprised about none of them being around because I ain't around. You know what I'm saying? That's something for them that they should have looked at and been like, damn, if he did it to him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he might do to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Did you see it coming? Did you see it coming at some point?
with him and Dame?
Yeah.
It's gotta happen. You got two foul dudes together. It's like crabs. It's about first, they're gonna eat each other up.
Now, you said two foul dudes. Did you have an issue with Dame?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, of course. I don't blame him. My thing with Dame is, the fact of the matter, me and him had a relationship outside of Jay. You know what I'm saying? We was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got himself in a dilemma before where, I showed that my honesty and loyalty, I was going hard for him. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get into something, you know what I'm saying? Dude don't even come check on me. Dude don't ask me, am I all right? Yo, you need something? You cool? Woo woo. Come on, man. That's why I don't have no respect for them. And if it was about, same reason with Tata, I got
That was my next question. What is your relationship with Tata?
I mean, he from here. You know what I'm saying? He from Marcy. I definitely broke bread with him before. We ain't never had no bad terms or no messed up relationship. So basically, you tell me we don't speak no more because Jay don't speak to me no more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what could that be about?
Now, in one of your videos, you said that Tata been biting balls. What do you mean by that?
Meaning, like, he don't have no significance but just to hang around.
Okay.
Like, that's all he ever been doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's all he ever been doing. That's what he's known for. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see no other purpose for him. But I ain't hating for his position. I'm just like saying, yo, me and him was cool, mad cool. Last time I saw him, the first thing come out his mouth, yo, man, I ain't got nothing to do. That's between you and Jay. Okay, if it's between me and Jay, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I ain't hearing from you. I ain't getting the love from you. So, don't tell me some lies, man. I'd rather you do on some real shit, slide to the side, say, yo, you know how this cat is. You know what my position is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? If you need anything, holler. But not to holler at me at all, that's some sucker shit.
Okay. Now, also in your YouTube clips, you mentioned that when you and Jay-Z were coming up, y'all shared the same type of girls, all of that. So, when the rumors come out that Jay-Z has a son by a Trinidadian woman, do you believe it?
Yeah, I mean...
Do you think the child looks like him? A lot of people say the child looks like him.
Look, for real, that's what my whole big thing is with these rumors. He putting out a rumor about some snitching shit. You don't know something. Like, people ask me questions about him and the devil and Mason. I don't know something. Like, for real. I get thousands and thousands of email about, is he a Freemason and this and that and stuff.
Is he?
It's stuff that I can't answer. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
You know
okay.
I don't really speak on something that I don't know.
Okay.
So that relies to that question that you asked me. Nah, I really don't know. I can't speak on something I don't know because I'll be spreading a rumor.
Okay. Now, you mentioned Jay-Z's relationship with Nas, and I feel like Jay-Z disrespected Nas ultimately by saying, certain things that he said in his record, but they were able as men to put that aside and get a relationship. Do you think at some point you and Jay-Z can sit down and hash things out and forgive each other? Because it's shots both ways. You got at him, he got at you. Is there any way that y'all can reconcile that?
Yeah, I mean, bottom line, yeah, because that's what men do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody dictate what me and him shared or what we promised each other but me and him. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If we can sit down, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? If we don't, I still could live with it. You know what I'm saying? But I think to see that happen, his ego, he'll let that bring him down first. You know what I'm saying? He'll let that bring him down first, just by him saying what he said on American Gangster. You know what I'm saying? And I forgive him, you know what I'm saying? I'll be angry too, nigga cuss out my moms and my family. And that's cool. That's what you're gonna get out of that kind of reaction. But at the end of the day, you know, I apologize to his family for for the way I said it. But what I said was for real. It was true, and it was all honesty. You know, so yeah, I think, you know, we can sit down and it'd be a good look, or it won't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I could make it get ugly. That's not my ending goal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger issues and bigger problems to do down here.
Right.
You know.
And what do you think about Jay-Z coming through the hood about a week ago with Oprah? What's your take on that?
I'm saying, for what? It's Marcy Day now. It's thousands of people out there right now. You know, what was the purpose of coming through there when, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning with Oprah when nobody out, to really ask them questions about how they really feel about him down here? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I would like to see. You know, I want to see the right person ask some questions like, yo, for real, you know, you did American Gangster, Storytellers like a mile and a half down the block, and not one kid got a ticket to even go see that. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions about these kids. A rec center. Ask questions about a rec center in the hood for people to go to. Ask questions about anything they got going for these kids in here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see. That's what's make me. It's hard for me to convince me that he worth this much, and you're not throwing nothing back. Like I said, it ain't been about me, because I'm here. I'm a survivor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get what's coming to me.
Instagram account?
I got an account when one night I was up late. I think me and my PR was working on something. I was writing for the book. Actually, I was working on the book, and I couldn't get it right. All night we stayed up. I don't want to say, I think it was like almost 4th of July, pre-4th of July, like July 3rd, 4th of July was next day. I don't know, something close to that.
What year?
This year.
So you just made
the 444 account.
So
I mean, knowing that is 18 now, 17 actually.
That's your main account.
I got a private account and 444.
Okay.
So,
copy.
but that platform took off last year about July, and like I said, I was working on my book, and I got like writer's block. And I felt like I wasn't getting nowhere. And I was like, you know what? I gotta give them something juicy. Like, when they wake up, they gotta see something. And I thought about my case, and I just put it out there. I had put it out there before, but not like, it's new now to do Instagram. I put it out there to YouTube before, but I put it out there on Instagram. And roll with the 444 platform. You know what I'm saying? Because that started with him even mentioning the Instagram on there. So, and I just put the case up there.
So this account is more like a catharsis account for you, meaning this is where you're letting off the true story and what your perspective, your feelings on everything that transpired.
Yeah. I mean, this is my life. This is my life.
So this isn't like, you don't want this account to eventually be like verified on Instagram. You don't want to make money off of it. You just want to, this is the truth.
I mean, I did the truth back then on the YouTube, and it wasn't no value to it. It wasn't about money then. It's business now. And it's still personal. I'm just going at it in a different way, a different perspective now. I mean, everything, looking at it from a different perspective, and a lot of things that I didn't see and realize now that I can see with choices that I made and he made.
What is this perspective?
Like, I was angry when I did the YouTube. You get what I'm saying? I was tight. I was hot. I had hate. You know what I'm saying? And as time went by, you know what I'm saying, and you get to sit back and look at things from a different perspective, everything started changing. Like, I'm not so angry anymore. I'm not mad anymore. I'm not bitter. I get to realize maybe it ain't for me. Maybe a lot of things that I wish would have happened, it just wasn't for me. And why it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? It started all coming clear to me to, like, you know what? You know, I'm not gonna let this wear me out. I'm gonna focus on writing about it, you know, telling the world, you know, my story. And just did the 444 and started putting it on there. And I started with the case because of the no hook. That was one of my first things to talk about, you know what I mean? From that no hook on the Black, what was it? American Gangster.
Yeah.
I think that was like devastating to be coming from him. A lot of people's like, so now I have to prove that I ain't no snitch. I mean, I put my case out there and wrote about it, and then realized, like, it ain't me that I have to prove that I ain't no snitch. I'm like, it's more like, yo, I'm justifying that he lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to prove this, he lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to show what he know. You know? But, you know, getting back to everything with that, I figure, like, first thing was the post was the case. And that was the biggest. That's the juiciest. That was a fight of my life. That was a turning point where I see how they was gonna leave me, how they was gonna just sacrifice me, how they thought that I was gonna get life.
Who's there?
Emery, Jay, mainly Jay and Emery. You know what I'm saying? That's the only ones, you know, when you read it, you know, you can pretty much tell you everything. I mean, I haven't spoken to them, you know, the way they carried it, you know, they just left me. I ain't spoke to them since. You know, and Emery, a lot of people are finding it hard to believe that Emery is my co-defendant. If you read the comments, they steady asking me and steady asking me and steady asking me. They even add him. Ask him.
What exactly were the charges in this case?
I was being charged at an 848. Like, that's, you know, kingpin charge. You know, if anybody been indicted under the kingpin charge and anybody doing life, they understand what that is. The government tried to say that I was responsible for 85% of the cocaine that was coming in on the Eastern Shore. And they indicted me. They indicted me with Emery and another co-defendant. This case went on for a while. And during the process of this case, you know, I just get to telling the story on how Jay and how Emery and them was moving, and, you know, how shit was feeling shaky and the breakdown of everything. Yo, that case was so much of a fight. You know, it was at some point I knew that the government didn't have anything, that they was just bluffing. They didn't have no video, they didn't have no audio. Like I said, if you read the story, they had a quick second of a snitch calling me, you know, and then they superseded the indictment. They put more co-defendants on the case. They was just trying to get it at this point. It was felt like to me, it felt like a circus to the judge. Like, you know, they didn't have enough. They didn't have nothing but snitches. Like, they had nothing, everybody that they had, they didn't have no hard evidence. They just was reaching. So at the end of the day, they granted it was a mistrial.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I say I won, but technically I didn't really win. I mean, he declared a mistrial, so that state's attorney wouldn't take a L, because that's what was going to happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they just granted me a mistrial, and that was it. You know, but I walked away with, yeah, I beat that. They ain't have shit. You know what I mean? They had the right person, but you know, it was over. They ain't have the right time. And I go into that, you know, in some of my interviews, and you know, when I say the right time, meaning, you know, I kind of, only reason why I'm here now talking and speaking is because I left the game at the right time. You know what I mean? I packed up, loads of cash, bags of cash, family and all, and I moved. I turned my back to the game. I left it alone. Left cold turkey, left it alone. Close to $500,000 cash, left it alone. 3 years later, they came and got me. 3 years later. So when I say I left at a perfect time, because when I looked through my case, all the investigation was the whole 3 years that I have been gone. So it was my gut feeling, and you know, that tuition I always had as a kid, that, you know, just leave, just turn your back. You know, this is getting out. I just had a gut feeling. This was the drug epidemic at the time was outrageous. You know what I'm saying? It was like an epidemic, and I just felt like I would be uncomfortable. It's my time, and I left, and that's what saved me. So when I say they had the right man, but the wrong time, that's how it works.